Hello, welcome back to MasterGuitar.ca. In this lesson we're going to be learning parts of the Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. First part we're going to look at is when it starts out, the bass plays, but what you can do is play in the power chords along with it. So again, using the power chord version here, I'll just look in so you can see it. When you play a power chord, you want to put your first finger on the top string, on the root note, and your third finger down one string and up 2 frets, and your pinky finger right below that, so it plays the chord. And you're playing these top 3 strings. Like that. So it starts out, we're using the root notes on the first one. It's really the bass line, but it goes, that's F sharp, so on the 2nd fret here on the top, and then it goes, because really this is a power chord with your first finger on the open. And move it up to do the same thing for on open on E. So it goes like that, and then go to the 5th fret on the A and do the same thing. So and then 5. So those chords are F sharp, E, A, D, and E again, like that. So that's the first part. I'll do it again. It goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's the first part, and then you have a pick slide down. It goes like that. So you just slide your pick up, turn and pick sideways like this. Put it on the neck of the guitar, just to make a scratch sound. And then comes the famous fill parts, and it goes. Oh, sorry. So it goes. Starts on the 2nd fret with your first finger on the top string. 2 hits there. 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string. And I keep my finger on the 2nd fret of the top string the whole time. So I go. And then hit the 2nd fret again on top. And then 5. Back to hitting 2 again. 4. And then 2 on the first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Pinky finger goes then to the 5th fret of the top string. 5. Pinky, then ring finger to the 4th fret of the top string. Back to 5 with pinky finger. Then first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. And then 4th finger on the 5th fret of the E string. 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the E string. And then open. So, do that again. The second part of it goes, the second bar, same as the first part, but it just does that first part of it, so. So it goes, and again we're doing this power chord, but now it's the E power chord we did before. First finger on the 7th fret of the A string, middle finger on the 9th fret of the D string, pinky finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and then taking finger on the, hitting both top, the E and the A string on the 12th fret and going, and just sliding it down, like that. So I push down hard, let up a little bit, and slide down. So the first part all together goes, oh sorry. Like that. And now we have the regular chorus part, which starts out with you're almost muting with your hand the A string, but you don't have to. It's just it's 1, 1, 2, and here we're playing this bottom of an A power chord, and it's just your first finger on the 5th fret of the B string, 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the G string, and 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string. So it goes. And then hit this A string again 3 times. And here what I'm doing is I'm playing the first finger on the G string 4th fret, middle finger on the 5th string B, or 5th fret B string, and your ring finger on the 6th fret of the D string. That again is moved down 2 frets to the first finger on the 2nd fret of the G, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B, and 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D. So, and then 3 A notes again open. And then you hit the A chord, and then he goes. So it's a little tiny bend on the 3rd fret on the top string, and then open on A. So I'll do it real slow again. So it goes. Oh, sorry. It starts on the 5th fret here, 6th fret, 7th fret. So, sorry. Like that, through. That repeats a bunch of times, but then when it repeats through just the chorus, or it repeats through that once, and then it goes to the 2nd part, which starts it with this again. So that's the first part, then it goes. Sorry? That's the little fill he puts in at the end, which is 4 on the middle, third finger on the 4th fret of the G string, first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, so your pull up, it's 1 pick to do all those 3 notes, and you move up and do the same thing on the next string after, and then the next string up again. So you do it on the G, D, and A string. So we'll do it slow. Fastest. Sorry. Like that. So that part, then it goes back for the chorus part. You're doing the same simple part at the first. That's repeated 7 times, I think, or something. The next part, when you end on the last one, the 8th time, it goes. Hit the first finger on the 5th fret of the bottom 2 strings, hitting the 2 A's, and then 2 A's again, hitting the 2nd fret of the D string, and your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the G string. So, then 2 more A notes, and then 2 7s. And then an A chord, and then it's the slide. And the next part, you look down, it starts, so I never won, so it goes. And here we're doing the first finger on the 2nd fret of the top string and the 4th fret of the A string, so it goes. Take your first finger off the top to do it, and then it goes to the 5 and 7 here on the A and D string, and then there's a break, and he does. So he hits a harmonic here, which I'm just lightly placing my finger over the 7th fret and hitting the D and G string like that. So it goes, and then. And then it goes. So on the top we have 7 on the A, 5, 5, 4, 2, A. Like that. That's next part. Also, before the solo and before the end of the song, he does a few power chords, and you're playing the 2nd fret on the top string, 4th fret on the D string, and it goes. And what I'm doing there is I'm sliding the whole chord down after I hit the 2nd time, so it goes like that. Right? And then it goes down this A, so first finger covering the 2nd fret of the D string, hitting the A and D. Then move it up to hit the E and A, and then like that. And then it hits the 5th fret on the A and the 7th fret on the D, and then moved up to the 7th fret and the 9th fret, and you do 9 and 11 on the A and D and slide down like that. and then... Oh, sorry. And that's basically all the song except the solos. Hopefully that helped you a little bit. If not, you can email me at jonathan.carl.o'donnell with no apostrophe at gmail.com, or check out our site at masterguitar.ca. Hope you enjoyed this, and look for our tab on masterguitar.ca. Thank you very much.